Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and today it's Tip Tuesday. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own earring hooks out of wire. So what you're going to need for the earring hooks is some 20 gauge wire. You can use sterling silver. I would use half hard. I also have used Argentine silver, which is a little less tarnish than regular silver, or you can use stainless steel. You're going to need a file, a round form, a couple of optional 4mm beads, and your tools. So to get started, I cut a couple of pieces about 2.5 inches long. You want to cut them nice and flush, and then they're going to be a little pokey, so you're just going to take your file, and I find the easiest way is just to hold the wire and rub it on the file and make sure your ends are soft. Now, to make sure they're the same size, I'm going to use my earring hack that I always use, where I put the two wires together. And then now you're going to form your hook. So it really depends on how large you like to make them. I always like to do like a little bit of a dip back, like that. And then you're going to get your round form and just hold it where you want the hooks to be and wind this around here. Now this is also going to depend on the size that you want for the width. So if you need to adjust it with your pliers, just bring your pliers in there like that. And then you need to bend these a little bit at the part that goes underneath your ears. So like I said, compare it with another hook if you need to, and then just bend that on a bit of an angle there. And from there you can separate them. And you can get your bead if you want to put a bead on there, stick it on, and then make sure that's at enough of an angle that it's not going to ride up there. And you can cut this to 3/8 to 1/2 inch underneath. And get your larger round pliers and just hold this between your thumb and your finger. Bend that out at an angle. Take your round pliers and then bring it around here. If you want to get your smaller round pliers, if it's easier, you can do that too, and bring it. And then what's going to happen is this edge is going to just sit right in the hole of the bead, and that's one style that you can do for a hook. Now another style you could do is, if you want sort of that coil effect, you can just take a longer piece of the wire and take another piece that's either the same 20 gauge or slightly smaller 22 gauge, hold it on here and do a nice tight coil. So maybe about 5 times around here, do it nice and tight. And then this is going to form the spring on your hook. So once you're happy with it, make sure it's nice and tight. If you need to, you can push it in. It might be easier to use a slightly skinnier gauge wire, and then you can remove it. Just push it opposite ways to remove it from there, and cut it to the size that you want for the coil. So cut it a little bit on either side, and then you're going to be able to attach it to your hook. So just decide on how big you want it, how high you want it. If that's a little bit high, you can do it shorter and then push it down a little bit like that. Just put it onto this part of the earring. Cut this again to 3/8 to 1/2 inch, however big you want the loop to be. Hold this in your hand, bend that back, and if you want the smaller pliers, you can, and bring it all the way around to make your loop, and then that's going to be your hook. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to join my Facebook group, the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, I'll link it up below. It's a group where we share all kinds of our photos of our creations and inspiration for each other. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wire wedding cake toppers and unique jewelry. I also send out a monthly newsletter, so if you'd like to sign up below, I'll send you my Wire Art Essentials ebook, where I give a list of my supplies and materials and a few tips. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you the next time.